Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to be reacting to my interview that I gave to a TV channel here in Kyrgyzstan where I live. This was during the, or just before the Run the Silk Road marathon, in which I was taking part in the 10K event. So I haven't actually watched the whole video through, by the way, so it's going to be quite interesting for me as well to see this, and I'll take you through some of the things that happen along the way. So let's have a look at the video. It's available on Facebook. So it was I was interviewed by this TV channel. It's a state TV channel in Kyrgyzstan called Ala-Too 24, a news channel, a Kyrgyz language news channel, I should say as well. So let's get going. Right, so that's me straight away there, on the right hand side. The guy who I'm with is someone who I know, and yeah, we were talking together, and the news crew came, and I don't know, he's a bit of a talker, and he nailed himself an interview which we're going to watch shortly, and then he managed to get me an interview as well. So it's all because of this guy here on the left. Why I was interviewed. It's why I'm here at the beginning of the video as well. So this must be the beginning of the, I'm not sure if that's the marathon. What running event that is. Oh yeah, it's 42. It says it there. So that's the marathon. So I can see. I think that's the Chinese guy that won it actually. Yeah. So the race started in the hippodrome, like a little stadium. Quite a nice setting next to the sea. Not the sea. The lake. Isikul Lake.
Чолпон-Ата шаарында Шанхай кызматташтык уюмуна мүчө мамлекеттердин адаттагыдай жыл сайын өтүүчү марафону старт алды. Анда 3000ден ашык ар кайсы мамлекеттерден келген спортчулар алгач 42, андан кийин 21, андан кийин.
So I think this is the woman who held the microphone to my mouth, which you'll see short. You won't see her, but you will see the microphone in front of my mouth. So yeah, I don't speak Kyrgyz, so I don't know exactly what she's saying.
10 жана 3 чакырым аралыкта күч сынашат. Бул деңиз деңгээлинен 1600 метр бийиктиктеги Бактоо Долоноту айылындагы ипподромдон башталып, Корумдуга чейин барып кайра келишет.
So yeah, that's the start of different runs. You saw number 3 there. That's because there was a 3-kilometer race as well. There was a full marathon, which we saw at the beginning. Then the half marathon, 10K, which is what I took part in. 3K, and I think there was a walking event as well. Where they use those walking sticks, not walking sticks for old people, what do you call them, like hiking sticks, hiking poles. Right, so this is the guy that I know. So he gave a long interview, but afterwards, when we were traveling back in the car, he said when he saw this video, he said they cut it. So it's not his whole spiel, it's just part of it.
Кыргыз эли үчүн өзүнчө майрам себеби быйыл 24 мамлекеттин өкүлдөрү келет экен, өздөрүн сынаганы 5, 10, 21 жана 42 километрден. Анын үстүнө бир жак жери дос күтөт экенсиң эл менен.
But here's the thing, right? So when he was being interviewed, it was very quiet. It was still quite early. I got there quite early, and there's like a kind of like stage which you can't see on the other side to the left. And when they started interviewing me, just as we were about to start, this really loud music started playing from the stage, and that kind of threw me off, and I'll explain what happened a little bit later. But when he was being interviewed, he was fine. There was no music being played in the background.
Tanışat gelsin.
Я очень рад, что я здесь.
So this is me. So, like I said, there was music being played, so I ended up shouting when I probably didn't need to shout because the microphone was, good quality. They made a mistake with my name as well. I said that my name is Lee Stephen. They obviously heard it as Lewis Stephen because that's Lewis written there in Cyrillic. But I think I look pretty cool. I look like a runner with my white cap, my fluorescent yellow singlet. So yeah, they allowed me to. So basically, I spoke in Russian, but it was dubbed into Kyrgyz. So you only hear me say literally one short sentence, and then the rest of it I'm like muted, and someone is speaking over me, dubbing me. But I'm going to talk about that in a moment.
Мен биринчи жолу Кыргызстанда өткөн марафонго катышканы келдим. Буга чейин Англияда көп жолу түрдүү аралыкта чуркап катышканмын. Бул жакта атмосфера башкача экен. Ысык көлдүн табияты.
Right, so here's the thing. So at the beginning, before I was interviewed, I wasn't really interviewed as such. It's more, I wasn't being asked questions. I was just told to kind of introduce myself, talk about a running experience, my impressions of the event. It's a difficult position for me to be in because firstly I'm speaking in a foreign language. Russian's not my first language, and I feel very much kind of on the spot. It's not something I'm used to doing. Yeah, I make YouTube videos, so I do have at least that experience behind me, but I certainly felt the pressure. But here's the thing, right? What I actually said was not what they dubbed, so they made it up themselves. I said something completely different to what that man's voice who's dubbing me is saying. Like I say, I don't speak Kyrgyz, but my wife understands Kyrgyz, and she was, when I asked her to translate it, it was very different to what I said. I didn't really say that much. I was just sort of saying, yeah, I'm happy to be here, and I've been living in Bishkek for 3 months, and it's good to see a lot of people here, not just from Kyrgyzstan, but from lots of other countries as well. So I didn't say that much. I just kept it pretty short and sweet. But yeah, the dubbing was something different. I can't remember what my wife said, how it was translated. It was more like, I can't even remember, to be honest, but it was something like, it's my first time here, which isn't true. It wasn't my first time there. I never said that. I don't know. They said other things, but to suit their agenda. But I don't know. It doesn't take anything away. I don't think. I was still there. I was interviewed. I made it on TV. This is the Facebook version, but I think this was on TV as well.
Hava sıcaktı.
So actually this I haven't seen. I only got as far as my interview and I just kind of switched it off. So I don't know if I'm going to be shown again or is anyone else that I recognise. Be interesting to see.
Қазақстан, Өзбекстан, Россия, Қытайдан бері келіп, спортшылар қатысып жатышат. Спортқа барыбызға маалым болгондой.
So I'm not sure exactly who he is, but he's obviously from the Kyrgyz kind of sports committee association. So I feel quite proud that I was, part of this. I was interviewed, kind of thing, right? And then before him, who's obviously like a main guy from the Kyrgyz sports committee, association, whatever it's called, federation.
Президент тарабынан аябай жакшы көңүл бурулуп атат, бюджетибиз көбөйүп атат. Бүгүнкү иш-чарадагы мындай элдин маанайына бүгүн аба ырайындагы күн ачык болуп атат.
Right, okay, that's what I was talking about. This is the Sticks event. I'm not sure how many kilometers it was. I don't think it was that far. I don't know why they need to use those hiking sticks for this type of event, but I think it's part of the rules. I can't remember what the name of it is. There's a special name for this event. Oh, I've forgotten.
Марафондун негизги старттык аралыктарынан сырткары 10 чакырым аралыкта скандинавиялык басуу дагы каралган. Ошондой эле андан сырткары саат 10дон өткөндө балдардын дагы жарышы болот. Булардын бардыгы өлкөдө туризмди өнүктүрүү, ошондой эле сергек жашоого үндөө багытында уюштурулууда.
Right, I think this is my event, if I'm not mistaken. The green bibs. I'm pretty sure that was what I had, so I'm pretty sure that's the 10k. Yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get near the front. I started about 15 seconds behind the gun time.
2021 жылдан баштап марафон болуп атат. Бүгүн биз
Right, so who's this guy? Minister of something or other. I don't know who he is. I can't read Kyrgyz very well, but he's a minister of something. So again, I'm being interviewed with all these ministers and big people, and then there's me. Can't believe it.
марафондун катышууларынын эгерде санын карасак 3000ден ашык марафонго катышканга каттоодо жүрүштү. Бул деген жакшы, бул деген биздин жарандарыбыз ушул спортко кызыкканын жана ден соолугун чыңдоо ошол жагынан жакшы мамиле кылып атат деген ойдобуз.
Ошентип алгачкы 3 чакырымга чуркаган марафондун катышуучулары
Cool, they're slow, aren't they? I was definitely faster than them.
жарым саатка жетпей кайра эле финишке келе башташты. Өлкөдө акыркы кезде спортко өзгөчө көңүл бурулуп, ошондой эле мамлекеттик бюджеттен дагы колдоо артып, андан сырткары өткөн жылда бир нече спорттук объекттер курулууда. Ошондой эле 2024-жылы биздин колдогон спортчулардын натыйжалуулугу да жакшы болуп, жалпы бир жыл аралыгында 800дөн ашык түрдүү медалдарды алып келишкен. Келерки жылы жана ушул жылдары дагы спортко өзгөчө көңүл бурулуп, дагы кошумча объекттердин курулушу күтүлүүдө. Элиза Нурматова, Чыңгыз Жумагулов, Ала-Тоо 24, Ысык көл, Чолпон Ата.